Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this channel called The Supreme Concept. So today we are going to discuss a very beautiful and essential topic of grammar, that is agreement of the verb with the subject, or you can also call it subject-verb agreement. And this lesson is designed for all English grammar enthusiasts, and it will be helpful for competitive exam aspirants as well as school students who want to learn this as a chapter. So before moving further, let me inform you that we will discuss everything including rules, and then comes the most useful part, that is quick test, which is in the end of this video. And hence this lesson is going to be an interesting one. Alright, and so without any further ado, let's just jump right into the video lesson. Let us understand what actually subject-verb agreement is. As you can see, the title itself shows a lot to us, right? And subject-verb agreement, that means we are just going to explore, we are just going to discuss something which is happening between subject and verb. They are doing agreements, we are doing nothing, right? Yes, so actually a verb must agree with its subject in number and person. That is all about subject-verb agreement. And if I tell you further, that is subjects and verbs must agree with one another in number, that is in singular or plural. So thus if a subject is singular, then its verb will be singular, or else if it is plural, if the subject is plural, then its verb must be plural in nature. Okay, so this is all about, this is a basic idea of subject verb agreement. And if you understand this chapter better, then there is no question that will make mistake in written or spoken language. All right, so let us move to its rules. Subject verb agreement is about rules. So if you master all these rules that we are going to cover in this video, then I guarantee you that this topic will become a piece of cake for you. So let us start with our first rule, and this rule says two or more singular nouns or pronouns joined by and require a plural verb. So let us understand this through example. Gold and silver are precious metals. As you can see here, gold and silver, they are two different nouns, and they are joined by and. So by a rule, we will have to use plural verb form. That's why I used are here, that is plural. Okay, so this is the plural auxiliary form. Similarly, we have another example. Fire and water do not agree. Okay, so fire and water are two different nouns, so they are joined by and. That's why we used plural verb form do. Okay, do is plural actually. Okay, so another thing is that if the nouns suggest one idea to the mind or refer to the same person or thing, the verb is singular. See, bread and butter is his only food. Here, as you can see, bread and butter, these are two different nouns. Bread and butter are two different nouns, and they are joined by and. But we are using singular verb form is. Why is that? Because as this rule says, if they suggest one idea to the mind, okay, or refer to the same person or same thing, then we will use singular verb form. As you can see, bread and butter, we take it as singular verb form, a singular subject, because whenever we say bread and butter, a singular thing is coming to our mind. That's why we will use singular verb form. Similarly, rise and fall. Rise and fall of the tide is due to the lunar influence. Here, rise and fall. This rise and fall, we take it as singular thing. Okay, it actually suggests one single idea to our mind. That's why we will use singular verb form is here. Okay, you can say this is an exception. So try to learn, try to memorize these two rules here. So let us move. Words joined to a singular subject by with as well as etc. are parenthetical. Parenthetical means explanatory. Okay, that means which is intended to explain. Then the verb should therefore be put in the singular. Let us understand this through example. Okay, it will be clear to you. See, The house with its contents was insured. Okay, so here the house is singular subject. So words are joined with house with the using with. Okay, see the house with its contents. So here contents are joined to the house using with. Alright, so therefore we will go for singular verb form, that is was. See, the house with its contents was insured. So here we used singular verb form, that is was. Similarly, another example is there. The mayor with his councillors is to be present. So here as you can see, the mayor is the singular subject, right? This is the singular subject, the mayor. Singular subject. Okay, and this is joined by with. Okay, the councillors joined to the mayor using with. That's why we will use is here. Okay, this is the singular verb form. Don't get confused by councillors. Of course councillors are plural in form, but as per the rule we have to use singular verb form if any word, if we use other words, if we try to connect words to any nouns or anything that can be plural or singular to any singular subject, okay, with using with or as well as you can see here, we use of with and as well as. Okay, this actually signifies this rule. So yeah, that's why we will use a singular verb form here. Another example is there. The ship with its crew was lost. Okay, so see here the ship is a singular subject and crew is actually a collective noun, but it's okay. So it is joined to this ship using with. So we will use singular verb form was. Okay, see the ship with its crew was lost. So let us move to the next. Rule number 3. Two or more singular subjects connected by or nor require a singular verb. Let us understand this through example. Our happiness or our sorrow is largely due to our own actions. As you can see here in this example, our happiness or our sorrowness is, they are two different singular subjects, but they are joined by or. Okay, so as per this rule, we have to use singular verb form. That's why we used is. Okay, our happiness or our sorrowness is, okay, not are, because they are joined by or. Okay, so keep this in mind. Second example is that either the cat or the dog has been here. So here as you can see, or is used between the cat and the dog. Okay, so they are actually two different subjects. The cat is different subject and the dog is also a different subject. So they are actually joined by or here. Okay, or. That's why we will go for singular verb form, that is has been. Instead of have been, we have used has been here, right? See, another example is that neither food nor water was to be found there. So here as you can see, these two subjects, that is food and water, are joined by nor. Okay, nor, nor. So as per this rule, if two or more singular subjects joined by or nor, we will use singular verb form. That's why we used was. Okay, so neither food or water was to be found there, not where. We used singular verb form, that is was. Okay, there is a exception, we can say there is an exception. So that is when one of the subjects joined by or nor is plural, the verb must be plural, and the plural subject should be placed nearest the verb. Okay, if we found any plural subject in between these two subjects, then the plural subject must be placed very close to the verb. So see, neither the chairman nor the directors are present. As you can see here uh, the chairman and the directors, these are two different subjects, but the chairman is singular subject, whereas the directors, this one is the plural subject. And if we find any plural subject joined by or nor, then the plural subject must be placed nearest to the verb, and the verb must follow the plural subject. Okay, so here as you can see, the directors, this one is the plural subject and it is placed very close to the subject, and the subject becomes plural here. Okay, plural, not singular. Okay, and they are joined by nor. So this is the whole rule. Rule number 4. When the subjects joined by or nor are of different persons, the verb agrees with the nearer. Now let me repeat it for you. It said, when the subjects are joined by or nor and they are different, okay, they are different persons or different things, then the verb agrees with the nearer. So let us understand this through example. First example is, either he or I am mistaken. As you can see here, he is different subject and I is a different subject, both are different persons, so they are actually connected by or. Okay, or. So as per this rule, the verb agrees with the nearer. So the nearest subject to the verb is I. Okay, so as per this one, as per the closest subject, we will use the verb. So for I, we used I am mistaken. I am mistaken. Okay, so we used auxiliary verb am here. I am mistaken. Okay, so let us see second example of it. Either you or he is mistaken. Here again, you is a different subject or he is a different subject. Okay, so they are connected by or here, right? As you can see, both are connected by or here. But as per this rule, verb agrees with the nearer subject. So nearer subject is he. So for he, we are using is here. Auxiliary verb is. I hope this thing is clear to you by now. Okay. And also we can represent these two sentences like this. Either he or I am mistaken. So without saying that, we can say he is mistaken or else I am. Okay. So this is the modern English, we can say. Either you or he is mistaken. So we can represent it by this. You are mistaken or else he is. Okay. And see, let us jump to our next example. Neither you nor he is to blame. We saw examples of subjects joined by or. Now it's time to discuss something joined by nor. So this is very similar to the previous one. Okay, as you can see here, you is a different subject, he is a different subject, and they are actually connected by nor here. Okay, so for this purpose we will use we will follow the nearest subject. So the nearest subject is his. So for his he, we are using is here. This is the singular auxiliary form for he. Okay, as per this rule. And this sentence could be presented in the form like he is not to blame nor are you. Okay, if you do not want to remember this, just neglect it. Okay, and see, another example is that neither my friend nor I am to blame. Here this is the similar case, you can say. See, my friend is a different subject, I is a different subject, and they are connected by nor. So for this purpose we have to use we have to follow the verb which is nearer to the we will follow the subject which is near to the verb. So here I is very close to the verb blame, so we will follow singular verb form for I, and for I we will have to use singular auxiliary form, that is am. Okay, I am to blame. So let us move to rule number 5. Alright, either, neither, each, everyone, many, a must be followed by a singular verb. This is the most important rule, you can say. Yeah, this is the mostly asked question in various examinations. So always remember this. Either, neither, each, everyone, many, a. Okay, this is a single term, you can say many, a. So these things followed by always followed by a singular verb. Okay, keep this in mind. So let us understand this through example. First example is this: he asked me whether either of the applicants was suitable. We are asking, we are that particular person is asking me about maybe two applicants. Okay, but here as we used either, okay, as we used either, for this purpose we will have to follow singular verb form. So that's why we went with was. Okay, singular verb form. It is singular verb form. Okay, similarly, as you can see in the second example, neither of the two men was very strong. You don't get confused seeing men. Men is plural. Of course it is plural, but here as per the rule, neither is used. So whenever neither is used, okay, we will follow singular verb form. So we used was here. Okay, then we have each of these substances is found in India. Now as you can see, each of, we used each of. Okay, as you can see here, using of each. So as we used each here, we will follow singular verb form. Okay, that's why each of these substances is, we used is, not are. Of course substances are plural, but as per this rule we used singular verb form. So each of these substances is found in India. Next example: every one of the prisons is full. So here as you can see, everyone. Okay, everyone actually used, so we will follow singular verb form each. One second. Yeah, so we will follow singular verb form each here because everyone is used. And then we have many a man does not know his own good deeds. So many a, see as you can see, many a is used. Okay, here see, many a. So many a man does not know his own good deeds. So here we used singular verb form. Okay, does not know his own good deeds. Yeah. Rule number 6 says two nouns qualified by each or every, even though connected by and, require a singular verb. Okay, so let us understand this through example. Every boy and every girl was given a pocket of sweets. Here as you can see, every boy and every girl, here boy and girl are different nouns, but they are qualified by each. Okay, here it is applicable for both each or every, but here we took an example of uh, two nouns qualified by every. So every boy and every girl. So as these two noun qualified by every, so we will use singular verb form was here. Okay, so every boy and every girl was given a pocket of sweets. Some nouns which are plural in form but singular in meaning take a singular verb. Okay, so examples: the news is true. As you can see, the news actually sounds plural. It is actually plural in form. Okay, the news, see, the news is plural in form, but actually it is singular in meaning. So here we used singular verb form, that is each. Similarly, if we consider second example, the wages of his sin is death. Here wages is actually plural, but it shows a singular meaning. That's why I used each. Then the third example is mathematics is a branch of study in every school. Now as you can see, mathematics is actually a plural, plural form. Yeah, mathematics, but it is actually singular in meaning. Okay, that's why used is here. Mathematics is, not mathematics are. Okay, rule number 8: pains and means take either the singular or plural verb but construction must be consistent. What does it mean is, they can be singular or plural depending upon the context. Okay, so let us explore it through examples. Great pains have been taken. So see here, pains, for pains we used plural verb form have been. Okay, so great pains have been taken, here we used plural, right? Similarly, much pains has been taken, here as you can see for the same pains we used has. Okay, has been taken, that is singular. So it actually depends on the context. Similarly, for means, all possible means have been tried. Okay, so here have is actually what, plural form, but for the same means, okay, we used singular verb form, that is all means, sorry, the means employed by you is sufficient. Okay, so here singular verb form is used, and it has an exception too. In the sense of income, the word means always takes a plural verb. Okay, example, my means were much reduced owing to that heavy loss. Okay, it said that my means, my income were much reduced owing to that heavy loss. Owing to that means here, owing to that, it actually means, because of that. Owing actually means it, if we consider money yet to be paid, you are in debt. But here owing to actually means, in this scenario it means because of. Okay, because of. So my means were much reduced because of that heavy loss. So here as you can see we used were, but as per the first concept, it has been told that for pains or means we can use either plural or singular, but it has an exception, that is if we consider income, then means always take plural verb. Okay, another example is that his means are ample. Here means, for means we used plural verb form. Okay, plural verb form. And ample means plenty, enough, that is more than enough, we can say much. Yeah, some nouns which are singular in form but plural in meaning take a plural verb. Look at the example. According to the present market rate, 12 dozen cost 100 rupees. So here as you can see, 12 dozen is actually singular in form, but it shows plural in meaning. Okay, it is plural in meaning. See, dozen actually shows 12 in number, so 12 dozen is a more. That's why it actually shows plural in meaning. We can say it shows a plural meaning. Okay, so for that reason we will take a plural verb. So we used plural verb form cost COST. Okay, so let us move to the next rule. Noun, though properly singular, commonly takes a plural verb. Okay, it is actually singular, seems to be singular, but it actually takes plural verb. Noun. Okay, example, none are so deaf, those who will not hear. Deaf means one who is hard of hearing. So here for none we used are. Okay, none are plural verb. Another example is that cows are amongst the gentlest of breathing creatures, none show more passionate tenderness to their young. So here again for none we used what, plural form. Okay, non so is plural form. We didn't use shows here, so is plural form. Okay, so for that reason see, for non we used plural verb form so. And if you don't know what passionate is, passionate means intense. Okay, intense we can say. And then tenderness means affection. It is actually affection or kindliness. Okay, affection. Rule number 11. A collective noun takes a singular verb when the collection is thought of as one whole. Okay, so let us understand this. The committee has issued its report. So here for committee we used has, singular verb form, because the committee here actually showed a singular thought. Okay, so it actually shows unity. For unity we are using singular verb form has. Let us read the rule again. The collective noun takes a singular verb, okay, singular verb, when the collection is thought of as one whole. Okay, here the collection is thought of one whole because the committee has issued its report. That means here the committee is working together. Okay, so they are united. That's why we used has singular verb form. Okay, singular verb form has. And the second thing is that a collective noun takes a plural verb when the individuals of which it is composed are thought of. What that mean is, if there we can see diversity, okay, for division, one second, yes, okay, for division we actually use are, plural verb form are. The committee are divided on one minor point. Here we as we are considering division. They are not united. There are this sentence says that committee are divided on one minor point. Here we can see division is there, not unity is present here. That's why we will use plural verb form are. Okay. Note, we need to note that committee has appended a note to its report, not theirs. Here we cannot use theirs. Okay, this will be wrong. So we will use its only, because here this committee shows unity. That's why we used singular verb form, and there it will follow its. Okay, to show possessiveness, not theirs. Okay, so yeah. And if you don't know what appended is see, appended, appended. Actually append means to add, one second, to add something to the end of a written document. So the committee has appended, added something to their note, okay, uh, to its report. When the plural noun is a proper name for some single object or some collective unit, it must be followed by a singular verb. See, the Arabian Nights is still a great favorite. As you can see here, the Arabian Nights, this is actually a plural noun. This is actually plural noun for a proper name. Okay, the Arabian Nights is basically a name of a book, right? So it is actually plural. The Arabian Nights is plural, no doubt in that. But as this Arabian Nights shows to a single unit, to a single book, that's why we will use it. We will use is here. Now singular verb form use. Singular verb form is will be used here. Similarly, the United States has a big navy. So here we used has singular verb form. Why is that? Because as you can see here, the plural noun is shows the plural noun. The United States is actually plural noun, but it shows some collective unit. Okay, the United States. It means it refers to particular country, that is United States of America. Okay, so this is actually one country. So for that reason we will neglect the plurality of its forms. So here we will use singular verb form has. Okay, because it showed collective unit, some collective unit. So the United States has a big navy. Okay, here we used singular verb form as per this rule. Rule number 13, and this is our last rule in this session. When a plural noun denotes some specific quantity or amount considered as a whole, the verb is generally singular. So let us understand this through example again. See, first example is that 15 minutes is allowed to each speaker. No doubt that 15 minutes is actually plural in form, okay, but it actually shows a single unit, single amount of time, single quantity of time, 15 minutes, okay. So there we will use singular verb form use, singular verb form is. So this showed a single unit, whole unit, right? And similarly 10 kilometers is a long walk. Here 10 kilometers is treated as a whole unit, single unit. That's why we will use singular verb form here. So is used here, okay, is a long walk. Then third example is that 50,000 rupees is a large sum. Here 50,000 shows a single unit, single amount. So for that reason we used singular verb form, is. And finally we have three parts of the business is left for me to do. So three parts. I know three parts is actually plural. If you consider part 1, part 2, part 3, three of them are plural. But three parts as a whole, if you consider three parts as a whole, then we will follow this rule. That is, the verb will follow singular. Okay, so we will use singular verb form is here. Well, it's a time for a quick test. So yeah, get ready for that. And I must tell you, you must be enjoying this lesson because it's designed in such a way that you will fall in love with learning, right? It's not boring. So let us check how much you are scoring out of these questions that we are going to, deliver. So get ready and let us begin. Now take a piece of paper with you and try to solve all these questions on your own, okay? I will give you a short time, or you can just give it a pause while, after reading each question. Then, you have to answer on your own. And when this video is over, just calculate how much questions you have answered correctly, okay? And do let me know in the comment section so that I can see that how much questions you answered correctly, okay, whether you are attending this lesson carefully or not, okay. And if you are scoring not that well, don't get disheartened, just watch this video once again, then you can get to know, and yeah, this lesson will be easy for you. So let us begin. So first question is, to take pay and then not to do work, dash dishonest. Yes, so just mark your answer. Mark your answer, whatever that comes in your mind. It can be in past or present, whatever that suits this sentence, okay. Yes, all right. So see, here the answer is, okay. Here we will use is. One second, let's just mark. Let me change. Yes, yeah. So its answer will be is here, okay, is. So to take pay and then not to do work is dishonest, okay, because we followed the past rule, I can say. Just try to recall those rules that we are implementing in these sentences, okay. You can go back to the previous rules. Just let us move to the next question. Next we have the cost of all these articles, this region. Now find out what will be its correct answer. Yes, all right. So here we will use hatch, okay. From reason we can say that it's the third form of the verb rise, okay. So for that reason we used has here, we made it present perfect tense. So cost of all these articles has risen. We are actually considering cost here, okay, cost, the cost of all these articles. We are not concerned about anything else, we are concerned about the cost. So here, as you can see, the cost of all these articles. I know these articles are plural, but we are considering the cost only. So for the cost we used singular verb form. The cost has risen, not the articles, okay. and then, oh, sorry, I'm not giving you time, so yeah, I beg your pardon. Now take your time for question number 3. Okay, the jury dash divided in their opinions. Just give it a pause and mark your answer. Yes, right. Yes. So see, those who answered where or are, where or are, they are correct, absolutely correct. See, the jury were or are divided in their opinions. So here actually we are considering division. So as we discussed earlier, that whenever we take something as unit, whenever we see unity in something, then we will follow singular verb form. But here we are seeing diversity, we are seeing divisions here. The jury, are giving their own opinions. So actually a jury is a group of people who are selected to decide a verdict in a legal case, especially based upon the evidence presented to them. Okay, they are actually basically you can find jury in a court. Okay, so here they are actually giving their opinions, they are divided in their opinions. That's why as division is here, we will use plural verb form, are or where. Are for present, and for past purpose we can use where. Okay, both are possible. Now question number 4. That night every one of the boat's crew dashed down with fever. Now it's time for you to answer this question. Okay, yes, mark your answer. I hope you did it right. Okay, so see, here answer will be watch. Okay, watch. So that night everyone of the boat's crew was down with fever. They were actually suffering with fever. Okay, see here, if you are getting confused between everyone and everyone and then everyone together, so everyone two word here, every and then one. Okay, this actually shows, it's actually the synonym of each, and it can refer to people or anything else. But if we consider only everyone, everyone, if we consider only everyone, this is actually used for people only, it is refers to people only. But here everyone, it can be people or anything else, people insert cut or anything else. Okay, so for that reason, actually everyone should be used when referring to each individual members of a group. Okay, so here we are considering each individuals of the member of the crew team. Okay, crew, so they're actually down with fever. So that night every one of the boat's crew was down with fever. So here we will follow singular verb form watch. Okay, one or the other of those fellows has stolen the watch. Now mark your answer. Yes, all right. So here we will use has. Okay, so one or the other of those fellows has stolen the watch. Okay, so here from stolen we came to know that it will follow either present or past perfect. So here there is no question of using past tense, so it will be good to use present here. One or the other actually follows what? Singular verb form. So now question number 6. The strain of all the difficulties and vexations and anxieties does more than he could bear. Now give it a pause and mark your answer. Write down whatever that comes your mind, that you think will be suit for this question. Yes, right. So here our answer will be was. Was. Okay, so see, the strain of all the difficulties, vexation and anxieties. Here we are actually saying strain. Strain means tension, you can say tension or stress of all the difficulties, vexations, anxieties. We are considering the strain of these things. I know these things are plural, but we are considering the strain here. So the strain is singular. For that reason, we used singular verb form watch. Okay, and as you can see, vexation, anxieties. Anxieties means we all know being serious, being worried about something. Similarly, vexation is the same thing. Okay, if you don't know what vexation is, so vexation means the state of being annoyed. Okay, being annoyed, frustrated, or worried. Okay, or worried. So it is similar to anxieties. So let us do question number 7. No news dash good news. Now give it a pause and mark your answer. No news dash good news. Okay, answer for question number 7 now. Okay, yes, all right, absolutely. See here, it will be is. Okay, no news is good news. So news is actually considered as a single subject. Okay, almost it sounds like plural. News is a plural, it's actually a plural noun, you can say, but it actually shows a singular meaning. That's why we use each. It's like mathematics, each, like that. Okay, so no news is good news. I hope you did it right. Then comes question number 8. The accountant and the cashier dash absconded. Now find out the answer for this question. Yes, just mark your answer. All right, so here answer will be have. Okay, have absconded. So here, the accountant and the cashier both are two different persons. So for that reason we used have, plural verb form, have absconded. And if you don't know what actually absconded means, absconded, absconded. Okay, it means run away with the stolen money. Okay, run away, especially run away or escape, and whenever you steal something. Yeah. Answer question number 9. A good man and useful citizen dash passed away. Now it's your time to answer this question. Yes, you can give it a pause and mark your answer. Alright, see, your answer will be has. Okay, a good man and useful citizen has passed away. Here, as you can see, only one article is used after good man, okay, and not after useful citizen. So it shows a good man and useful citizen. Actually, we are indicating a particular person, okay, and the same person, is good as well as useful citizen. So he is a good man, also he is an useful citizen. That's why it shows a single person, and for that reason we will follow singular verb form has. Okay, so has passed away. So this would be our answer here. All right, yeah. Now let us see question number 10. The famous juggler and conjurer dash too unwell to perform. Now figure out what's the answer to the question. Yes, all right, so here its answer will be what? Is or was. Okay, we can either use is or was as per the tense. Okay, both are possible here. See, the famous juggler and conjurer, here we are actually considering the same person, and for that reason we used singular verb form is or was. And if you don't know what actually juggler is, juggler means it's you can say an entertainer who continuously tosses into the air and actually catches a number of objects. Okay, it's a kind of entertainment, you can say. Then conjurer, it means you can say a magician. Okay, magician. a magician, yeah. And then we have question number 11. Three Musketeers, this written by Dumas. Okay, so Dumas, it is pronounced as Dumas, yeah. So just mark your answer. Yes. All right. So here uh, its answer will be watch. Okay, singular verb form watch. All right. So why is that? See here, the three musketeers. So here we are actually considering a book which is written by Dumas. Okay, which is written by Dumas. Yeah, Dumas. You can say Dumas. It's a tough name. Yeah, seems to be easy, but actually we are not pronouncing as Dumas. Yeah. So the three musketeers. So here musketeers. If you don't know what actually musketeer means, musketeer is actually a soldier armed with a musket. Okay, musket means a long front-loaded gun, which is actually they took over the soldier. Okay, they took over the soldier, and it's a kind of gun actually. Yeah, it's a gun, and those who use a musket, they are musketeers. So the three musketeers, it's about the three musketeers, and it's a, you can say it's a book written by Dumas. So that's why we'll use was here. Okay, and it shows a single unit. Then question number 12. So this is our final question here. Each of the suspected men is arrested. Now mark your answer. Just yeah, answer yourself on your own. Yes. All right. So here for question number 12, we can use was or is. Okay, was or each. All right. Yeah. So see, each of the suspected men. Here men is plural. No doubt here men is plural. But we are actually considering each of the individuals, each of the men. So for that reason, as each is used, we actually read one rule where it said that whenever each, everyone like this, okay, they are used, we will go for singular verb form. That's why we used singular verb form here. Okay, so here we will use was or each. Well, that was it for subject verb agreement, and I hope that sums up our top rules in subject verb agreement, including some questions. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, and if you are new here, feel free to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will never miss any update from us. And do let me know in the comment section that how much questions you have answered correctly out of these 12 number of questions. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. And also do watch this video more than once, okay, if it is not clear to you by once, yeah. And until next video, have a great day, take care.